All right. So if you're dealing with your tropical house plants like philodendrons, pothos, monsteras, hoyas, alocasias, ZZ plants, the list goes up. There's a lot. All right, guys, the sound went out for just a quick 30 seconds. Don't worry. We're going to get back to hearing my beautiful voice. I'm just playing, guys. So this mix right here is going to be a little bit of perlite, orchid bark, and some indoor potting mix, and horticultural charcoal for good measure. Here I'm describing to you the importance of making sure that your mix is airy because it can become mud-like, kind of like root rot. I use size 3
So
perlite.
I prefer to go with the perlite being this big because it's even bigger. The next thing that I go with is orchid bark. Now, you can use, some people use the orchid chunk or orchid bark. It could be thin or it could be thick chunks. Now, since I use the size 3 perlite, I don't need a huge thick chunk pieces of wood because it's already mixed. It already has enough air going through with the size 3 perlite. The size 3 perlite and this orchid bark size, they both work pretty good. Last but not least, we want to talk about the indoor potting mix, okay? Now, depending on what kind of plants you have, it depends on how much moisture your plants want to hold to when you water them. So when I do my repotting, plants like monsteras, they like to hold on to moisture a little bit longer. It's so important for you to do your research because those little key things really can make the night and day difference between your plant. If you have a plant that likes to retain moisture a little bit longer, that means they like to hold on to water. That means that they need it in order for them to look good. So if you make them a potting mix, you may include a little bit more mix like this. As you can see, it has a little bit more indoor potting mix, which is going to let the water retain in there a little longer because it's not able to pass through. However, if you have a plant that prefers its roots to get that water and get on out and stay dry and get watered again, you go with something that's a little bit more airy. So now you're going to see me go through here and do another mix. And in this mix, you're going to see that I have more perlite in here. Now the perlite and the orchid bark is going to help it be a little bit more airy. And that matters when it comes to your plants. Now, after I'm done doing the repotting, it's very important that you thoroughly water your plant from the top to the bottom. So I like to use a SuperThrive. Boom. You can put SuperThrive in your water your plant from the top to bottom, and you're good to go. Now, there are many things out here that you can put on top of your roots, like sprinkling them, sprays, and so forth. There's all kinds of stuff out here. You can do your research and you can go for it. I'm a little bit old school and I just keep it simple. What works, works until it doesn't, and then I adjust. After you do a repotting of a plant with your soil and your super water, it may start looking a little bit weird for the first couple of days or maybe even weeks. If you're repotting something like a peace lily, yeah, it could be 2, 3, 4 weeks before the plant even starts to look like it may like the repot, okay? So you just have to trust yourself. If you do everything the way that you're supposed to do it, don't doubt the process. Just see it all the way through. Plants, they'll sometimes play games with you, but eventually they'll wake up as long as you're giving them the right thing. One of the things that I would suggest for you is to have a water catcher, okay? You're going to want to place one of these under the pot that you do the watering in. This right here just helps you catch water that may continue to come out after you did the rewatering, so that way it doesn't damage your floors or anything that it's sitting on. But also too, guys, for me, this helped me thoroughly water the plant. For a long time, I used to be scared of overwatering the plant, and I didn't know that the water needed to come out the bottom of the plant. I thought that meant I was overwatering. So usually when I start putting water in the plant and I start seeing the water start to collect at the bottom, since this is at the bottom of the plant, I know that I put enough water in the plant. And I usually let that pot sit inside that water for about 15 minutes just to make sure the plant gets what it needs. Dump it out and I'll come back. If it's excess water that's down here at the bottom, I'll dump that out again and just place the plant here. Because after watering for that, at the end of the day, after you've done your watering, it shouldn't be any excess water inside your pot because that's going to make it prone to root rot. We don't want that. And another part that we want to make sure we pay attention to is your pots. You want to make sure you have a pot that's well drained. You see how many holes and gaps there are at the bottom for water to be able to come out and pass through the plant? That's what we want. When you get a pot that doesn't allow that to happen, you're asking for trouble unless you're an experienced plant owner. Now, I have a couple of pots in here that don't have drainage holes at the bottom. And to be honest, I still just eye the water that goes into the plant because there's no true way for you to measure it unless the water passes all the way out. Now, we can get into the debate that you can feel for the weight as I say I can, but I'm willing to put money on it. If I put the same plant in a pot that the water can drain out versus the pot that I have that it can't drain out, I guarantee you I'll hydrate that plant that drains out a little bit better than the one that I have the pot with no holes in it. Now, reason why that happened, sometimes if I don't have the right sizes when I do the repot, I just put it in the next pot that I see that can make it work. Sometimes I just like the way the pot looks, and dropping something inside of it just isn't the time or isn't going to work. But anyway, guys, I hope this was something that you was able to learn a little bit. Please like, comment, share, and y'all take care.